Hello, and I welcome you for this Cloud Foundations. This is for this Cloud Practitioner exercises Lab 2 under this Module 5. So, which covers under this networking and content delivery. So, this Lab 2 is nothing but build your own VPC and launch a web server. So this is the content. So I just started the lab also. You see, let us go through the objectives of this lab. So after completing of this lab, you should be able to do the following: create a VPC, create subnets, create a security group, and finally launching an EC2 instance inside the VPC which you have created. So this should take about 30 minutes to complete. So this is the scenario which is there before or after this one. There is already a security group created for you, and you see this one we need to create basically the like lab VPC, and also we need to create subnets within the lab VPC, and then we will also ensure that one EC2 also will be created, one EC2. Okay, so yeah, once the lab is ready, you can access the console. Click the AWS to go into the AWS console. So once the VPC, you can open the VPC dashboard. So this is the instructions for us to do about this particular VPC. So once this is done, you have task 2 for creating the additional subnets, and we have task 3 for creating the security group, and task 4 for launching the web server instance. So this is to verify that whatever we have created is perfectly running or not. Okay, so once this is complete, the lab should be complete, and it should take maximum of half an hour of time. That is what is the recommended limit. Okay, let us just wait for the resources to get ready. Yeah, it should take approximately 3 to 4 minutes to get the lab ready. So once the lab is ready, you can see that the sandbox rotation will be stopped. So click this AWS, it will open a new new dashboard. If you get a message like this, just log out the previous screen which has been in the cookies. So just close the screen, close the tab, and then once again click AWS. You should be able to sign in from the canvas. You see this one, this is Work Labs. Okay, just go to the EC2 VPC dashboard. First we are going to create VPC. This is point number 5. So in the VPC, you see new VPC experience. Let me check. So let us go through this VPC dashboard. So VPC, yeah, I am into the VPC dashboard. You can see there are some VPCs which has been created. So VPC 2 is there, subnet 7 are there, route tables 3, internet gateways 2. So these are some of the things which is already created. So in the top left screen, verify that new VPC experience is tagged on. If it is not, toggle it on now. Where is that? I don't see that option in the VPC dashboard. This is VPC dashboard only. Leave it. If that is not there, then leave it, no problem. So what we need to do, we need to create a VPC. There might be some changes accordingly, but still we'll follow the lab. Okay, so here we will create the VPC. So how to create a VPC? So go to your create VPC. See this one, whether you have VPC or not, like this. Otherwise, go to VPC. Your VPCs are there. You will be in the VPC dashboard. There are work VPCs there, there is a default VPC. By default, there will be one default VPC which is having this particular one, the bottom one. So yes, we will create a VPC. So VPC only, VPC or more. So the name tag which we are not supposed to give here is should be like you see this one, the VPC details name tag should be keep it auto generate. However, change the value to lab. So here he means to say just provide the name as lab. Okay, and the CADR block, this is important for us to. So he asked us to do with the 10.0.0.0.0/16. So you should have the VPC span about up to 64K. No IPv6 tenancy, no. So let us see. In the number of availability zones, choose one. Number of public subnets, one. Keep this setting private subnets, one. So here we don't have that settings, leave as it is and just say create VPC. So the VPC should be created very soon. See this one, there is a third one, lab VPC is created and we will be working only with this VPC, right? So now let us create the subnet. So the name of the subnet, okay, number of availability zones, choose one. So here he has given some of the details. Let us go through the subnets. There should be two subnets which should be created for us. Public subnet name is lab subnet public 1. So how to create the subnet? So let us go through this. So second part is your subnets. So see this one, there are default 6 subnets in your North Virginia, plus there is one work public subnet also. So leave all those things, create a public subnet, create a subnet. So you select your VPC ID as a lab, the first and foremost thing, and the subnet name. The name of the subnet should be like this one, lab, or you can say public subnet name, this particular one, long one. Okay, see this one, long one. And also availability zone you can select as East 1, 1A. He mentioned that 1A, right? And also just see that this subnet has the following, what we call as this 1A has this following CADR 10.0.0/24. There is a change in the content, lab content and the dashboard, so hence we are following in this particular way. 10.0.0/24, leave this one as it is. So we have another subnet also we need to be created. You see this one, there are two subnets which we need to create. There is a private subnet which we need to create. The name of the subnet is lab-subnet-private 1-US East 1A. So I add a subnet here. So here the name of the subnet, I can say US East -1A. I can still select East 1A here itself also. This is private. You need to give as 10.0.10/24. The earlier one which you have given is 10.0.0.0/24. So I give this one as 10.0.10/24. See this one, the earlier one 10.0.0/24. This one is the same. So yes, I think we are done with more or less the questions which are given to us. So yes, I will create the subnets. Two subnets are created, overlaps with existing subnet. See this one, 10.0.0. Okay, there is a space in between, so that is the reason. Now this is okay, and create the subnets. It is creating the subnet 1 and subnet 2. You see this one, it should come like this. So this completes our task number 1. Okay, in task number 2 we need to create more subnets. So what did he mention? Select the VPC ID. We will select lab subnet public 2, another subnet which we are going to create. How to create subnet? This is for your practice. So lab, okay, subnet name, provide this lab, and the preference availability zone maybe 1B. He asked us to do in 1B this availability zone. So what is the CADR? Mentioned as 10.0.2.0/24. Okay, ensure that no space should be there in between. Absolutely fine. Okay, did he ask anything else to be created? Second, public subnet. So maybe which will be created? If you want, you can create one more subnet, that is lab hyphen subnet private 2. Earlier we have created private 1. Add a new subnet. So total 4 we are creating. So in our availability zone, select 1B and your CADR block is of 10.0.30/24. 1B, this one is 10.0/24. Okay, fine. So did he ask else anything to be created? No. So let us create the subnets. Let us create the subnets too. As I mentioned, there is a small change in the write-ups, etc. So yes, we have 4 subnets which has been created. You can ask subnets. So total of 4 subnets which we have created. This is 1, you can see, private 1, private 2, public 1 and public 2. We have this is the subnet which has been created by the system itself. So second subnet is also created. Okay, point number 16. Go to the route table, select, there is a lab RTB private US East -1A. Let us see. So this, there is already a lab which has been, a router which has been created. There is no name which is been given, but how do you identify? You can see this one. Leave this work VPC, this particular one. Okay, this is the default one. Leave this one, work VPC. Select this one. Select this one. This is a router which has been created. Maybe let us give a name to this one. Let us give a name. Select. Okay, then we can select this particular one. Okay. Fine. So I have given a name to this particular one. This is a private one. Okay. Now he asked us to destination, create a target NAT gateway. Okay, this is a private route. So just click the route. So there is no default route. You can say edit route and say add a route 0000. So he asked us to do a target NAT. Target NAT. Okay. So this is one of the important one. NAT gateway. NAT is already created for you. It's not there here. It's not there. That means the traffic destination. So we need to create a NAT gateway also. A NAT gateway also earlier. Right. So what we do? Just leave this one. Leave this one. Go to your VPC. So here, where is this NAT gateway? Select that. Create a NAT gateway. So name is optional, but still I can say something NAT. Okay. Subnet, I can choose subnet, maybe the private. This is the one. Okay, private 1, because I need to attach to this particular one. So this is public or private. Yes, public. So allocate an elastic IP. I don't have it. Yeah, already elastic IP is available. I can select that and create this NAT gateway. Yeah, it should take a couple of minutes to get this NAT gateway ready. Or you can see this particular one in the NAT gateway. It is pending. Try to refresh. The status should come available. It will take approximately a minute or two. Yeah, meanwhile what we can do, we can go to the route tables and try to attach this one. This is there, route, and edit routes, add route 0000. So here you can select your NAT gateway, and yeah, this is your NAT which is created. Just the same. Yeah, so now my router is configured. First the NAT for the private one, and now let me go through this particular one. Yeah, where we are. Yeah, we need to do this. Is 24th one is done. Subnet associations, we need to associate subnet associations. Leave this 1A, but select public 2. So here what we can do, subnet associations, you see edit subnet associations. So he asked us to tick which one, lab subnet public 2. Yeah, this particular one, and say save associations. Yeah, we have done. So similarly, yeah, this is save associations, so this is done. Now create a VPC security group. We also need to create a security group. So here, security groups, create a security group. Okay, the security group name is web security group and enable HTTP access. That is the description. See this, enable HTTP access, and you say select the VPC proper, your lab. Okay, and then in inbound rules add this HTTP. So HTTP, you can say source permit web requests, add a rule, custom TCP HTTP, you can select HTTP. Yeah, anywhere IPv4, that's okay. Yeah, so it's done, and say create a security group. Yeah, the task is done. You can see one security group, web security group is created. Yeah, security group name. So now the final task to launch web server instance. So how to launch this web server instance? Give the name as web server. Okay, one. So go to EC2. Launch server. Yeah, you can say launch instance. So we are going to launch a Linux instance, web server 1. So what is the OS which he asked us to take? Linux Amazon AMI Linux 2 and T2 Micro to be selected. So this is already selected. Okay, T2 Micro is already selected here. You can see here which one we have selected here. So the key pair should be your walk key. Just say you have your walk key. Absolutely. In network settings, just say edit, and not this default. Select your lab, and then your subnet. You can see here, edit, lab subnet 2, public 2, subnet 2, public 2. So subnet, this is public 2, this one. Okay, not private, and auto assign should be enabled. Public IP should be enabled. Yes. So here firewall security group, I think we can use this, select an existing group, web security group. Yeah, select an existing group. So you can select your own web security group. Yeah, web security group. Yeah. So leave this storage part as it is. No need to change anything. And what we need to do, we need to copy this script. So this script basically what it does is it installs the web server, and it brings the web page also, lab-app-zip. It uncompresses to var www.html, and it starts the service. chk config is to start the service, enable automatically, and the service httpd start. So what you need to do, this is the post installation script. I just copy paste. Yeah, or here select your instance, so expand your advanced details, scroll to the bottom, you can see, yeah, as it is. So you can say, you see the settings, it's AMI, T2 Micro, web security group, 8 GB, free tab. Okay, launch instance. So this should launch the instance in a minute's time. launch instance. So you can see this wait till until web server 1 shows 2x2 health check passed. So copy your public DNS IPv4. So go back to view all instances. So the instance should be running very soon. See this one, it's not yet. So once you select this one, this is your public IP, your public instance status is pending. This is your private IP DNS. You will also get public IP DNS, etc. This is your public IP. Yeah, the instance status is now running. See here, the status started running. So go back, or you can even select your public IP, or you open your new browser and paste this the DNS or this value. It should show you the website. So I copy this public IP for our requirement. Let us wait for some more time till you see this website is, 2x2 health checks also should be passed. Then you should see the web server web page should be displayed. So if the web page is displayed, then your lab is successful in your VPC. You can see in networking meanwhile, you see this is configured to your what we call as subnet of public. Okay, and also you can see this the other things also, the VPC. Yeah, VPC also is your lab VPC. Okay, this is your public IP which is there. So once the server is ready, 2x2 health check passed, you should also see this one running. You should also see this running. As of now, it's not yet, because after the installation is complete, then it runs the post installation configuration also to launch this web page, which should take a minute's time. Let us get back. Yeah, once the server is up and running, you can see even your public IPv4 DNS also should function along with your IP. You can check this website. Yes, it is functioning. This is your public DNS. It should also give you, yeah, website is functioning. So I think that's all about this particular exercise. Congratulations, you have completed the lab. Thank you. We'll again catch up in another lab. Thank you and bye.